Hey everybody, it's Jason Blaha here, and I want to have a little story time for you guys. And remember guys, this is story time. This is just stories. So because it's just stories, this is not anything that anyone could use in court. And I'm not going to say anything in this video that could really get me into a lot of trouble. So I'm going to be very careful with what I say. And you know what guys? It doesn't matter if you believe me. It doesn't actually matter. The only reason I came forward with any of this, people might have noticed the timing, a rumor came down to me after all this lawsuit that happened when I was abroad in the United Kingdom, that something had been uncovered, that a lawyer and I wanted to be proactive. And I figured, well, since this is about to come out, this could float out into the community. There's already been certain hints and jokes about it here and there that I caught, that I realized I should probably just admit to it, because yeah, a lot of people didn't, and that was okay. So yes, I became a man at the start of the Clinton presidency.
Nah.
I was scouted out for certain types of work before I even finished high school. Again, due to my family, my upbringing, connections certain members of my families might have had, and there weren't enough veterans, not even close to enough veterans to do all of those jobs. So that idea is just absurd. We recruited millions of new soldiers for those wars, trained them, and we have all these veterans. We didn't have young, skilled veterans during that day. They just weren't there. They didn't exist. And the beautiful part, all of these young men were completely disposable assets at the end of the day. We got work hard, and since none of these men were members of the military,
fucking right in the pussy.
None of us were members of government agencies. We had no VA benefits. We had no access to resources when things went wrong.
Wow.
Because everything was done clandestinely. Latibre factum. And yeah, a lot of these men broke. I watched a lot of guys that I knew, a lot of guys that I had become friends with, either die in the field, kill themselves, either at their own hand or supposed suicides, or just be disposed of and disappear. Because at the end of the day, we were all disposable, and when we became a liability, we could be thrown away like garbage. You already know how our government uses up its assets and throws them away. But I'm one of the lucky ones, and I survived. So those of you who don't believe any of this, that's okay. I really don't give a fuck. I'm still telling my story. This is what it is. And if you don't believe me, fuck you. Go fuck yourself. I don't care. For all these guys who are veterans, who are standing there still screaming about your valor, stolen valor, after what I just told you, that sounds like I'm stealing any of your valor, you know what? Fuck you, kid. You can go fuck yourself. I don't really care what you think. You better not be a fucking pog. You better be a stone cold killer. If you come at me aggressively, voice raised, negative body language, as someone who I know is a trained killer. Because I don't flinch anymore when I hear a rifle round come by my head. When I hear that whoop and that snap or that sonic boom, I haven't flinched in 20 years from that shit. I got over that a long time ago. So if you come at me, I want you to know, son, it's not going to be me who goes in the ground. I'm still here.
Nah.
I'm still upright and drawing air. Alright guys, so there's my story. There's my explanation. I'm done.